Hi! So I heard that you got the pet that you always wanted, a pet snake. I've had pet snakes in the past too. In fact, my favorite breed is the pet ball python. So today in this presentation, I will be teaching you how to set up your first ball python tank. There's 3 key factors in setting up your initial tank, but I have some pictures here first that I'd like to show you of some snakes that I've had in the past and the way that I've set up their tanks. This is one picture here, I hope that you can see. Another picture, you can see the greenery in the back, the climbing sticks, the bedding, and the hiding spots. It's a very large tank. You won't be needing a tank this big. Also, you can see the water bowl. This is a front view. The climbing sticks, the greenery, the water bowl, and the bedding. I have some thermometers and hygrometers in the background. Me and my snake. They're so docile, they really do make the best first starter snake. Okay, so this is a little what we'll be talking about today. First, for your initial tank setup, like I said, the most important areas that you want to focus on first is the bedding and the humidity. I prefer the aspen bedding. It's not as harsh. Also, it helps to collect the humidity. You want to make sure that you have a level between humidity and temperature. You don't want it to be too hot and you don't want it to be too dry. Lighting and temperatures, like I said, you don't want it to be too hot. And there's also, since they are nocturnal animals, you want to use a different light bulb at night than you do during the day. And also their cage accessories, like I mentioned before, the greenery and the climbing sticks. So the cypress mulch is the one that I prefer. When they do eat in their cage, it doesn't get stuck in their jaws as much as the other types, like the newspaper and things like that. It keeps the temperature from being too hot in the cage, so I always prefer the cypress mulch. And there's also something called eco carpet that you can use as a bottom to your snake tank. It's easy to reuse and to clean. You can roll it on the bottom of the tank on one side and then have the bedding on the other side. You want to have a humid part of the tank and a hot part of the tank. So the aspen I put on the hot part of the tank and the eco carpet on the cooler side of the tank. Now the eco carpet you can just roll up when it gets soiled or dirty and reuse it, wash it, and put it back down. The cypress mulch is a little bit different. You have to take it out and just throw it away. You just purchase new and clean mulch. For the water bowl, you want to keep that on the cooler side of the tank. That way it doesn't evaporate so easily. The water bowl needs to be heavy so that way the ball python can't tip it over, and also deep enough for them to be able to submerge themselves in. The hygrometer is a device that you can sit on the back wall of the tank. It tells you how humid your tank is. Also, if you'd like to invest in a thermometer, that tells you the temperature in the tank. For your lighting fixtures, like I said before, you want to have a different light bulb for at night than you have during the day. They are nocturnal animals, so they move more at night. During the day, for the daytime temperatures is 80 to 85 degrees. And then for the nighttime temperature, you want to make sure that it's at least 75. If you can't keep it 75 in the tank, then that's when you use the nocturnal bulbs. You could also invest in the under the mat heating pad. That's what I've used in the past because I wasn't able to make sure that it was at least 75 degrees in the tank at night. So I would stick a heating pad on the bottom glass. The way that I had it set up, it was hollow underneath the snake tank, so that way the heating pad isn't rubbing against any other furniture or cloth. You want to make sure that you're being fire safe at all times. So some people put it underneath the glass, but making sure that no other furniture is pushing on top of it. Inside the cage, like I said before, you need to make sure that you have the accessories, the greenery, and the climbing sticks. The climbing sticks allows your ball python to get closer to the temperature, closer to the hot temperatures in the tank. So if their body temperatures are too low, they can use the climbing sticks to climb up closer to the lamp. They do like hiding spots. They are nocturnal animals, so make sure that they have a hollow box that they can climb in with a small opening so they can hide during the day. The greenery also provides that hiding area as well. So now your tank is set up, and I hope that I can help you with that. Snakes are a wonderful pet. It is kind of intimidating looking up stuff online because there is so much information out there. But if you stick to the basics that I helped you with today, it should be a lot more simple. Now, I must warn you that getting snakes is kind of an addicting habit. So after you get this first one, you might want to get a second one. So when you get your second one, just review this video again and we can go over those key points on how to set up your tank.